So we're gonna dig a little bit deeper
friends?
into the Diddy situation. Obviously, the biggest news to come out since we last talked, when they had raided his mansions in LA. There is a video that came out on CNN. But anyways, so in this video, the video that was shared exclusively by CNN, they show him. He tells about how this night in 2016 they were in a hotel room. Cassie and Diddy got very intoxicated. Again, these are all allegations. Cassie waited till he fell asleep and tried to escape. What you see further in the video is him grabbing her by the hair, throwing her down, also kicking her twice, grabbing her things, and then throwing a glass vase at her. Obviously, no one on this panel supports domestic violence at all. It is horrible. It is destructive, and he should be punished to the fullest extent of the law if it is true. And obviously, seeing with our own two eyes video evidence does not help his case at whatsoever. But he came out to apologize. Whether you want to feel like that apology was valid or whether you want to feel like Charlemagne and feel like the apology was garbage, we're going to get into all of that now. So again, I'm not going to show the video, but you heard what was in the video. You heard that he did apologize. Again, he didn't even mention her name, apparently due to NDA stuff. But he should have at least apologized to the world, especially since a few months ago he said he did nothing when it came to these allegations. So who wants to go first on their thoughts on the video that came out and how they feel about this?
I mean, what can you say about that, man? You know, it's when you see stuff like that. When back up, when you first saw Diddy and the stuff about Diddy, it was all allegations. We didn't really see anything, so he kind of had a case, so to speak, to say, hey, you know, I ain't doing anything, and all we can do is speculate, you know, and even they raided his house and stuff. We said it was just speculation, innuendos, hearsay. Now the video comes out. You know, that's more, that, like you said, oh, that's damning now. And then to see the vicious and the violence that he did, man, I mean, that was disgusting.
Wow.
And it does not help him, you know, when it comes to any other things that he was accused of doing. It makes you say, well, he must did that. No, of course, as a juror, you got to take it about, you know, just that particular thing. But I don't care what you say. Look, that's why lawyers say certain things and then retract it, because they know we are human. We can't just erase that from our mind. And it's the same thing. Yeah, you can say, okay, as a juror, I gotta look at just this thing. I can't, you know, attach to the other things he did, but you're human. And you know, you can't help but say, hey, he must have did this other stuff. He must have messed with Usher. You know, that must have really been Meek Mills in that video. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, man. I was disgusted by it, because I don't know, man. My sister and I was talking about this the other day. I don't understand. I've been mad several times at my wife when we were married. You know, I mean, she does some shit that make you want to just choke the hell out of her, allegedly.
Nope.
You know what I'm saying? But allegedly. You know, here's my thing. When you get to the point of punching and slamming somebody down to the ground, you can't say you love that person.
Right.
Because even when you at a point of anger, you still know, okay, I'm not gonna cross the line. Take a good example. Most of us, you know what I'm saying, will say, I never ever hit my mom. I don't care how angry my mom will make me, you're gonna walk away. Because you still have something in you to say, I'm not gonna cross that line. If there's someone that you love and say you love and care about, there's certain lines you're not gonna cross, despite how angry you get. You know, that says you have, to me, it shows that as a person, you don't have any kind of compassion for another person in general.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I mean, that's to be that vicious with someone. You've got to have something wrong, even if it was him being intoxicated or, you know, having, you know, whatever mental health issues or whatever it is that he was dealing with at that time.
Right.
Someone else was about to jump in.
Yeah, because here's my thing. Obviously, I think we all can agree that Diddy's a piece of work. So
Piece of shit.
Yeah, he's a piece of shit. But um, two things that I want to touch on. For Diddy, I don't understand why you had all the fame, you had all the fortune, and you throw it away because of what? Because you couldn't control your temper. I mean, you got to be one sick son of a, to literally chase somebody down in a towel to beat them down.
In a towel.
You got to be
And
one.
there's cameras. There's cameras in every hall of a hotel.
Another thing to that too, Lamar, too. Think about it like this: you angry, and you react out that anger. So, say his reaction, he threw it down on the ground. Okay, that's your reaction to that anger, that snap judgment. Then you go and kick her. You know what I'm saying? It's like, okay, where is there some kick in and say, okay, dang, I messed up. Let me stop. And then you kick her again. Then you throw a vase at her.
Turned around and
you know what I'm saying? It's like, come on, man.
It's wild, man. You really got to have some really demons to do something like that and throw away your fame and fortune.
Exactly. Yep.
And that's one thing. And then the second part is I've been seeing people saying, oh, well, Cassie is karma on her because she, treated Ryan Leslie dirty, thought she was going to come up with Diddy. And then all of a sudden that justifies her getting treated like that. For all those people that thinking like that, what is wrong with y'all?
Right.
There's people on the internet that are saying that's karma for what she did to another good man, trying to think you was going to come up with Diddy. My thing is, regardless if that was her situation to try to prolong or fast track her career, so what? Nobody is asking to be treated worse than the worst scum of the world by another human being like that. She didn't ask for none of that. There's nobody on God's green earth that will sit there and ask to get abused and mistreated by another individual like that. Regardless, there's no excuse for what Diddy did. So he could take that apology, man. Matter of fact, he shouldn't have said nothing.
It's 8 years too late.
Shouldn't have said shit.
Why you apologize at the time it happened?
Because the apology is pointless, is meaningless.
There's no case worse, I think.
Well, yeah, I think it makes it worse because there's no contrition in it. Because
right.
Honestly, the moment that the civil suit was dropped on him by Cassie, and he settled it within hours, that should have told everybody exactly what the situation was.
Right.
And now that that tape has come out, it makes perfect sense on why he settled that case and lost millions quickly, because he didn't want that part. Because now, there's people I know that idolize Diddy, and they are sick to their stomach, and as they should be, because this dude has put he has put a wool over the perception of him for so long. Now everything's out in the open. It's out there now. You are what you are, Diddy. You are in the Weinstein Epstein era of piece of trash human beings in this world, and it's sad to see that a dude that he had put in so much work to build his name and reputation, and then all of a sudden you're throwing away because you just couldn't control your emotions and just be a man about situations. If she was trying to leave, let her leave. Let her leave.
Right. What is you chasing after her going to make anything better?
Man, it's wild, bro. I don't care what nobody say. For some reason, when you get fame and fortune, man, that Hollywood gets you. You turn into a different animal. And I don't know what's going on. Whenever we all get our fame and fortune, man, stay 10 toes down. That's all I'm gonna say, man.
Get the hell out of LA.
I'm saying dusty.
Yeah, I'm seeing real dusty, dog. Hey, there be signs I got money, but he ain't gonna be having too many signs that I got some money.
There's always levels of dustiness.
And but you're right about one thing, and Charlemagne alluded to this the other day. He's completely fucked. His whole career is done. His whole career is is gone. He has a 50% decrease in streaming. They took him off of Peloton. He ain't even on Peloton no more, son. Like, he is done. So he better never show his face again. That apology was stupid. Clubber D, Mel, who wants to go next? What do y'all have?
Go ahead, Mel.
I really ain't got nothing to add to everything. I mean, we all know he trash. We all know the apology was trash. I mean, we all know he didn't mean it. It was a half-ass apology anyway. You know, God is a revealer. I just hope he revealed more stuff, and I hope and we all knew before we even seen stuff like this. We all knew Puffy was a bad person.
Yeah,
and we all know the industry is just as bad. You know what I mean? So it ain't just him; it's people above him that empower him. It's people with more power than him. So us getting him away from our community as an influencer and all that stuff, man, that's gonna help a little bit of people, but they'll have another Puff Daddy rise up, and it's several other Puff Daddies in the music industry doing what they do to singers, rappers, and whatever the case may be, kids, whatever the case may be. So it's a cesspool. This is just a symptom of the sickness. I would like to medicate it or get rid of it, chemo it or whatever the case may be, get rid of that cancer. I would like to do that, but they everywhere. So if we ain't go revamp the system, if we ain't go do it that way, man, we ain't gonna be able to save the people that they are targeting or whatever they doing to him, man. But yeah, he's horrible. He need to be under the jail. I can't wait that they find more stuff on him, but
and there's
it
more.
is what it is.
Oh yeah, more stuff is gonna come out. That's only the beginning of that. And again, yeah, you put him in the same Epstein and all that kind of realm of sick, perverted people that are just worse to society than they are improving society. And then after getting all these.
How did we find out he really did have something to do with Biggie being killed too?
Right.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he did.
Stupid. Liberty, what are your thoughts?
My take on this. Okay, so I got three quick things. I could regurgitate what everyone else just said. We're all kind of on the same page. I do like a hint of conspiracy theorist stuff when it comes to people at a certain level that don't have the complexion for the protection. Dr. Umar, I love to hate this guy, but I love Umar sometimes. He has said that basically this didn't really come out until he tried to sue Ciroc about racism, and he's basically saying this is basically the higher powers let him know who you are, because this tape is almost 10 years old. All right. My problem with this is always, I hate to act what he did, but who on earth, why did you sit on this for almost 10 years? That's what I don't like. Okay?
I agree with you, Clubber. I think too, you look at it from a standpoint, same with Cosby. You can go down the line.
Exactly.
Cosby had to piss somebody off. Weinstein had to piss somebody off. I think that when it gets to a point, people knew they was doing stuff for years.
Yeah, and it's disgusting. And like Mel said, Mar said, what led him to come out the room in your towel? Like what transpired for you to get to that point? Did you beat her up before she left the room? Did you just think you're just gonna come out? I don't understand that. So who knows what happened behind the scenes? I'm saying he came out in his towel. Why would you?
No, I know. Just wow. Yeah.
Yeah, and the apology was stupid. I don't like the apology because you're apologizing for something that happened 8 years ago. That person doesn't care what you think, but that cares that you're breathing our breath that you shouldn't breathe in our air. Right? I'm sorry, but I think there's bigger things to this that I would like to know. You know what I'm saying? Like why did we wait so long? And if you would never had that lawsuit against Ciroc and DeLeon, would we even hear about this? Would it get leaked? That's what I would like to know. Or they continue to let Puffy live under the radar, do all the bad shit he's been doing, and it wouldn't come to light. That's my questions with this stuff.
Yeah, and I don't know what Diddy thought that he had the right complexion to think he can get away with this anyway.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I'm just gonna keep it real, man.
You're not Epstein. Epstein's list, they ain't gonna show that stuff, but you are.
Hey, you don't got the lightest complexion to be even thinking that you can do what some of these sick, rich, lighter skin tone people do anyway. Regardless of skin complexion, obviously is she shouldn't have been doing it anyway. But did you really think you was going to get away with it? And I know you're talking about the conspiracy, but my thing is regardless, there was always somebody above here that's going to say, "Hey, man, don't forget who you are,
exactly
what your place is, and we gonna get you." Because I obviously sitting on this tape for 8 years, this was a reminder to him that, hey, man, you ain't as powerful as you thought you was.
We call it the Negro wake up call. Everybody gets a Negro wake up call. Okay, no matter how bad you think you are, from Candace Owens on down, you piss the wrong person off. Oh yeah, they'll let you know.
Sad, man. Hey man,
I pray for and he's not. No, yeah, I mean, I agree with you completely, Mar. Obviously, she has been through the most to being the victim in this situation. She's the one that needs our thoughts and our prayers, and anybody that is in this situation and you need help, make sure that you are getting the help you need. I know, I don't know personally, I've never been in it, but I know I've heard stories of domestic violence and how it can be so hard to get out of those situations. If you find yourself in that situation, man or woman, please find the help that you need. But yeah, no, this is, it's destructive, not only to her, but to his career's over. We already talked about that, but just to society in general, how people can at one point in time, make somebody into what they are, right? Bring them this greatness, and that they would just spit in the face of all those people, and use that power to influence others or to leverage others into doing things that they don't want to do. So,
and I like
any other thoughts? Yeah,
and his son with that whack ass this song too. His son with that whack ass song. He can shut the fuck up forever.
Hey, I will watch out for his son because I will watch out for King Combs because he's showing signs of similar behavior with his pops. And
him and his son was tag teaming Meek Mills.
But what I'm saying is,
allegedly.
Hey, there's an old saying.
But I seen a bit. Hey, go ahead, Mark.
I'm just saying that saying is true sometimes. The apple can fall far from the tree. So that's why I will watch out for King Combs because come on, man. You don't think some of that behavior wasn't taught to his son?
Kim Porter said some stuff about too back in the day. Rest in peace. About Puffy acting up when she was alive. So it's been documented.
I'm actually praying. I'm praying for his downfall daily.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think anybody's going to argue with you on that point. He's definitely going down, and it should be, because again, you shouldn't have. No one should have to deal with that. And as Mel, as Man Down Sports Mel said earlier, it's disgusting enough when you do something like this, but when you do and you continue to do it to someone, then you don't care about that person at all. And when we stop to care about each other in this world is when we start to have what our world is turning into at this point in time. So y'all don't make anybody your idol. Yeah, you don't want to meet them most of the time anyways, because they turn out to be assholes. The internet is a cesspool. I was on Twitter this morning and had to go by a video with Diddy dancing, butt naked in a robe in front of French Montana, singing "Happy Birthday." I'm like, what the hell is this crap? So you can on the internet. What? You didn't see that? I don't know. It
was French Montana's high. Never mind. No one got it. Okay.
No, I heard it.
Oh, okay. Flew over Omar. It's fine. It's okay.
I didn't hear it, my bad. But yeah, so it's a damn bad situation.